Greetings, Internet people. Ranting Ramsey here. How are you all doing today? I've been really busy lately with trying to acquire additional employment, and so I haven't really had as much of a chance to keep up on current events as I usually do, as I've been occupied doing other things. So I decided to take a little bit of a break from my standard MO, I guess you could say, of doing things, and I don't know, decided to, maybe let you guys in a little bit on some of my life or whatever that goes on outside of doing these videos. And as some of you have noticed in some of my videos, I own a cat that there's kind of actually an interesting little story behind how I wound up acquiring this animal. And I thought I'd go ahead and share that with you because, as some of you have noticed, he occasionally makes an appearance in my videos by laying on the couch behind me or something like that. And in one of my earlier videos, he played around with the blanket setup there. And so I thought maybe it'd be fun for some of you who are animal lovers to get to know my animal, I guess, maybe a little bit, since he has the tendency to appear in my videos, as I had said. And the funny story behind how I got this animal, how he came to be, he's actually laying down on the ground beside me, he does it all the time, how he came to be a part of my family, so to speak, is my childhood best friend, whom I've known since I was 8 years old. There was a few years ago that his wife was working as a dispatcher for Waste Management, I believe, and one of her drivers had some issue where he couldn't load up the dumpster properly and dump it into his truck, so he had to get out and see what the problem was. And inside the dumpster, he found a tiny little kitten that he brought back to the office, and subsequently my friend's wife, pardon me, brought it home. And just as a pure coincidence, about a day later, I went over to my buddy's house, and I saw this adorable, tiny little kitten that you could literally fit two of them in the palm of my hand. And they were attempting to bottle feed him because he was obviously too young to eat solid food. And my wife noticed that they had neglected to poke a hole in the nipple. So as we were over there socializing, she realized this, pulled a pin out of her purse, poked through the nipple, and started feeding the kitten. And when she had an opportunity, she leaned over to me and said, "There is no way I am going to leave this cat here." And so we wound up coming home with the animal. And he has been a part of our family ever since. And because I'm a huge geek, I love cartoons and comic books and stuff like that. Just for grins and giggles, I named him after one of my favorite cartoon characters of all time. So here's the moment that some of you might have been waiting for in learning the name of my feline. He is, I have named him Piccolo Daimo, which roughly translated from Japanese means the Demon King from another world. And anyone who doesn't know, that's actually a character from Dragon Ball Z. Yes, I know. Go ahead and make fun of me. That's fine. I don't care. I find that cartoon absolutely amusing on so many different levels. And so I named my cat Piccolo Daimo. And the really funny thing actually turns out to be that I had no idea how accurate this name would turn out to be for this cat. Because I'm thinking that maybe it was because he was left in a dumpster by Mama Cat or whatever and whatnot, and possibly the heat gave him some brain damage, or he never learned the proper social skills that most cats learn from being a part of a litter. He's a little bit psycho. He has drawn blood on every single member of my family and my extended family, in other words, my in-laws. He, for some odd reason, he has an aggressive streak about a mile wide, whereas on the general average, he will be extremely affectionate and loving towards me and my wife. But as soon as someone else walks into the room, he is literally a ball of fur and fury that he just, even though he's 16.5 pounds, this massive freaking animal for a cat, he has just this level of speed and quickness an aggression that surprises just about every single one of my friends that comes over. I actually have a cage that I have to keep him in when company is over, otherwise he'll wind up hurting them, and that's actually what's hidden underneath that set of blankets behind me, is the cage in which I have to contain my cat when he decides that he has a problem with someone coming over. And the funny thing is that he really actually just kind of fools them, and I'll show you why. I've captured some video with my digital camera and have to overlay some audio onto it. But this is just a mild example, very, very mild, because I am the one person that he accepts and will play with. But if you can imagine what you're about to see amplified to a level of pure aggression that you just may not be able to imagine. So this is the lie of my cat, and I will show you what I mean. Now this is a not untypical posture for my cat to adopt. He lays there on the floor on his back, but watch what happens when you rub his belly, which is what it looks like he wants you to do. He'll tolerate it for a minute, then he decides, wait a minute, this ain't right. Stop touching my belly! Get off of my belly! I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna eat you up. I'm gonna bite ya. And he's actually biting a lot harder than it looks like he may be biting. And some people at this point may go, well, why are you torturing your poor kitty? The funny thing is, when I try to pull my hand away, as you can see right there, he grabs on and won't let me pull it away. That it's just this game to him, that he just seems to want to try to eat people. Specifically, anyone he doesn't know. With me, he's actually just kind of playing here. I apologize for the shoddy camera work. So even though he ran away in that last one, he actually came back and started doing the same thing again. So of course, I couldn't help but, stick my hand out and start playing with him a bit. And as you can see, he just seems to have an aggressive streak in him, that even though he's playing with me, when it's someone else, this would be a level of viciousness that you maybe just cannot possibly imagine. The sounds that come out of my cat when he confronts someone that he does not like are just ungodly. It doesn't even sound like a cat anymore. And once again, I apologize for the shaky camera work, but it's kind of difficult, with one hand and whatnot. So, there he goes again. And just to kind of further drive the point home, it's once again, this is just him laying on his belly, laying on his back, acting like he wants his belly rubbed. And then as soon as you reach out to touch him, it's nom 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 nom, tasty human, I eat you. And it's just really amusing to me that he would be like this. My theory is that he's actually maladjusted, that he's actually maybe retarded or something from being left in a dumpster as a kitty by the mama cat. And there he goes. So there you have your little peek at Mr. Piccolo Daimo, the evil demon king from another world that I have as a cat that you will occasionally see in the background of my videos. And I know that's not a rant or anything like that, but hey, I get to take a break every now and again. I get to do something different every now and again. So, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Have a great one.
Hey, did you get all that, man?